Today I'm diving into Community Tax, a well-known platform for tax resolution and optimization services. Right from the homepage, it's clear that the site is built around helping users manage IRS or state tax problems. It offers assistance with tax preparation, tax assurance, and most importantly, tax resolution. Their claim is that their team includes CPAs, enrolled agents, and tax attorneys who can negotiate directly with the IRS on your behalf. The interface is relatively clean, with a clear layout, though it does lean heavily on marketing language and testimonials. Right off the bat, there's a free consultation offer, but be aware, it does require you to input quite a bit of personal information. This can be a turnoff if you're not ready to commit or just browsing. Once you get past the lead capture, the actual service offerings are solid, albeit somewhat vague in the early stages. The resolution services include things like offer in compromise, installment agreements, currently not collectible status, and more. These are standard industry tools, but Community Tax's strength seems to lie in their ability to streamline access to these options through a unified platform. They do have a client portal, which is a plus, and from my experience using it, it's fairly intuitive. You can upload documents securely, communicate with your assigned representative, and track your case progress. That said, response times can vary. In my case, it took several days to hear back on a follow-up question, which is frustrating when you're dealing with time-sensitive IRS issues. Another important point to consider is pricing. Community Tax does not list its pricing upfront. Everything depends on your individual case, which is understandable, but also inconvenient. After your initial consultation, you'll receive a quote, which could range from a few hundred to several $1,000s depending on complexity. Many useful links you can find in the description. I found their team to be knowledgeable, but the onboarding process felt a bit too sales-oriented at times. There's definitely a strong push to close the deal quickly, and if you're someone who likes to take time with big decisions, this could be overwhelming. The actual results in my case were mixed. They helped set up an installment agreement successfully, but the process dragged out longer than I expected and required multiple follow-ups. Customer reviews online are generally positive, especially on Trustpilot and the BBB, but do note that most of these seem to be from users who were early in the process. Long-term users sometimes report difficulty with ongoing communication or delays in handling IRS correspondence. If you're looking for a hands-off experience where someone handles everything for you, Community Tax might be a good fit, but only if you're comfortable with not having full pricing transparency upfront. If you're more of a DIY type or want something low-cost, you might want to consider other options, like Fresh Start initiatives or direct IRS negotiation. In conclusion, Community Tax is a legitimate and potentially effective solution for serious tax problems, but it's not perfect. The platform could be more transparent and communicative. Still, it has solid infrastructure, licensed professionals, and a decent user interface. If you found this review helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon for more honest reviews like this.